Good evening. How are you? My name is Gary Kuiper, and I'm your prof for Business 432. Thought I would do a video introduction. I like to do these so you get to kind of know more than just the typing and the responses and assignments and the discussion boards. So I thought I usually do an intro. Let me say it that way. And I've taught at Cornerstone for a while. And the other piece that you'd like to know probably is I was in your shoes. I took this same class. I finished my bachelor's at Cornerstone at an adult age with children, and I'll show you that a little bit to my family. And also then went on to finish my MBA, and I've been teaching at Cornerstone for close to 9 years. I'm special appointment faculty, so I kind of get around PGS a little bit, and I always seem to have one class going. Used to do both on ground and online, and these days pretty much have gone strictly to online. It fits my lifestyle and fits my busyness and things pretty well. So I have been in your spot, and that means I get kind of special permission. I've asked for it, and I change the due dates for the discussion items. So the first one is due Saturday night, but I'm really tough on that. If you don't post by Saturday night midnight, your grade will be significantly docked for being late, because I give you really an extra day. And I do that because I know you need an extra. It helps to have a weekend day to be able to do some reading and finish up some things on the weekend, and then make that first post Saturday night. If you are used to getting done on Friday night or Thursday night, go ahead and do that, because the sooner we can start those discussion items, the better. And then the final post is still due on Monday night. So we have a weekend day and a weekday. So you have all day Sunday, all day Monday to respond to posts. And I expect you to go in there a couple times. I expect it to be more of a dialogue than walk in on a Friday night or a Saturday and make your 3 posts or 4 posts and then walk away. I expect it to be a dialogue, and if there's questions asked of you, to answer them. So let me go on about me. I have been Chief Information Officer for one organization for 18 years, a Vice President of Operations, and currently am a Tech Support Manager for a national or international company that does medical equipment, and we manufacture and support them. And I manage a team of about 18 individuals. So I have 18 direct reports that do tech support 24/7 by 365. So you can see I've been in the technology world, but also have run significant parts of businesses on a leadership team for a large nonprofit when I was Chief Information Officer, and also then a Vice President of Operations. So have had the experience and the work over the years running and starting areas of organizations. Also, I'll give you a view of my second screen here and what I have up on that screen. This is my family, so you can see that I do understand that things get in the way when you're trying to do school. And so again, if you're doing school and you run into stuff, make sure you let me know well ahead of time, because I will understand. So here's me and my wife, and then my oldest son, his son Grant, so my son Jeff, Grant, Rochelle, his wife, my second child Amy, and then Madeline and her husband Jared, and then my son Brian and his wife Chelsea. They actually, this is back a little ways, they have a 14-month-old baby, so this is about probably 16 months old. Madeline's a little bit there, and actually Grant has a sibling. Grant has a sister, Abby, that's not in this picture too. There's my dad, and he remarried after my mom passed away, and my mother-in-law, and she remarried after my father-in-law passed away. Then it goes down to my daughter Bethany, and she actually has a foster child that's not in this picture too. And then my son Derek, and son Jake, and daughter Stelita, and son Tony, and then Cooper and Oliver, and they belong to Amy and Jared. So as you can see, I have 8 children, and right now I have 7 grandchildren when you count the ones that are not here. My life can get busy also, and I finished my MBA with all these kids, and not all these kids in the house, but all these kids. So they still sort of call dad once in a while when they have car trouble or house trouble or toilet backs up. I'm handy, and they always know I'll help. So then on to back onto the video and back not sharing the screen. For the course, you do have a significant paper due in week 5. Weeks 2, 3, and 4, you're going to have assignments that build into that paper and give you some pieces that you can use in the final paper. You really want to choose a publicly traded company. So you want to find out, if you can find one that's local, don't pick something huge. Don't pick a General Motors or or something like that. Pick a small, if there is a small, publicly traded company, so you can find out a lot of information. You can find some year-end reports and some of the financials and look at some of the company structure. And if you visit, I'll tell you that I did mine with Universal Forest Products when I did this course back a little ways, but I did, and that's the company I picked. That's a decent sized company. It's a local company. There was enough information, and they're really in the neighborhood where I live. So I walked in there and asked some questions, and I used that to build that. I actually saw that report a little while back. It was in a drawer somewhere. I don't know if I can dig it up again, but it is around. So there is group work too, and there's group work in weeks 1, 2, and 3. So in weeks 1, 2, and 3, we'll do some group work, and that too is practicing some of the formulas and looking up some of the things that will help you in that final paper. That final paper is kind of a significant. Based at where you are in your course, you're really taking a lot of the things that you've done with finances and with business, and to be able to build this kind of strategic plan for a company using financial, using products, using all the pieces you're really looking for to kind of build on that. So any questions, please let me know. I put my contact information in the syllabus when I posted it yesterday, and so that's posted out there. And so go look and see what what pieces are in there, and really read through that week 5 and start thinking already now, and start kind of what company, what do I want to put in that paper, and then as you learn and look at the pieces as we go through the next 4 weeks, to be able to build those and kind of assemble that so that you're not staying up the last 2 nights to be able to deliver the paper and the presentation for the company that you're going to do. I'll send some information on that of what the expectations are for those final packages, and I may do another video because I think this course really maybe kind of lends itself to that. So this is my introduction of me, so you know my family. You know that I've been in industry for a long time, hence the gray beard and the receding hairline between kids and running some teams and leading some organizations and leadership roles. I enjoy my time as a professor at Cornerstone, and getting to know students and getting to see the work that they do. Enjoy, and again, at any time, feel free to ask me questions. And the other thing I do is I make comments on almost every assignment. So also look at those. That's really part of the learning too. Some of them may just be encouragement, like I agree, or I think this is really good, but it also, I may put a little perspective in there too. Of, have you thought about this, or what about this too? So definitely go read those and use that as part of the learning. Thank you, and have a great evening.